In this video, I'm going to be going over the differences and what exactly are a seller's permit and a resale certificate. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Noah and I run a wholesale business selling on different platforms like eBay, Amazon, Shopify, and Walmart. A while back, I made a video about how to obtain a seller's permit and how to get a resale certificate. But in this video, I'm going to expound on all of that information, and I'm going to be answering a lot of the questions that I received underneath that video. I am also going to be showing you a couple of other documents that I didn't talk about in that video that are actually pretty common and that most wholesalers will actually ask you to fill out. Really quickly, before I start the video, I'm just obligated to say that I am not a legal, nor a tax, nor an accounting professional. All of the material and information in this video is strictly for educational or entertainment purposes only and is not meant to be legal, tax, or professional advice. You should consult your own tax, legal, or accounting professional before acting on anything described in this video. Okay, so now with the legal disclaimer out of the way, let's go ahead and let's talk about what exactly is a seller's permit. As defined by Google, a seller's permit is a permit that you apply for from your state to allow you to sell products or services and collect sales tax. The purpose of a seller's permit is to allow the state to control the process of collecting, reporting, and paying sales tax in that state. Essentially, what a seller's permit does is it grants you the ability to go ahead and collect and then remit sales tax on your state's behalf. Also, when you're applying for a seller's permit, you are also applying for the ability to purchase products that are going to be tax exempt. The purpose is because we as retailers want to purchase items and we don't want to be paying sales tax on it. We are going to be getting those products at sales tax exemption. Then when we buy the product from our wholesaler and then when we sell it to the end consumer is the one who is going to be paying us sales tax. And then we are basically going to facilitate that sales tax and we are responsible for remitting it back to the state. So this is my seller's permit. It's called a certificate of authority in the state of New Jersey. And like I described before, this grants me the right to go ahead and I can make sales tax exemption purchases. And then I am responsible for going and collecting and then remitting the sales tax to the state of New Jersey. Now, different states have different laws, and you're also going to be required to get different permits in different states. However, in New Jersey, I basically need to actually charge sales tax to only customers who live in New Jersey. So anyone who lives in New Jersey who purchases an item from me, I am responsible for collecting that sales tax and then remitting that sales tax to the state of New Jersey. And that sales tax rate is 6.625%. So if someone purchases something that's going to be $100, I then have to charge that customer $106.63. And that $6.63 is basically all of sales tax. And then I have to remit that and I have to file it to the state or every quarter or every month, depending on when you are required to file it. So now that I've explained what a seller's permit is, let's go and let's talk about what is a resale certificate. A resale certificate is a document that you as the retailer issue to your wholesaler. What that means is in any circumstance where you're about to make a sales tax exemption purchase, you would issue a resale certificate to your wholesaler or to the company that you are buying from. This document is meant to be used for their records, so they have record and they have proof that you purchased from them and that you were actually sales tax exempt. You'll see that you're going to have to put the company that you're buying from, you're going to have to put their information, and then you are going to have to put the type of products that you're buying and the use for this resale certificate. And you can also specify if it's for one use or if it's for indefinite use for future purchases. And once you fill this out, you would then give it to your company that you're working with, and then you can start making sales tax exemption purchases. Now, there are different forms depending on the different states. There's also different forms if you're out of state, if you live in the same state as the company. So depending on which wholesale company you are working with, they will typically always provide the forms that they need from you. So for example, this is a company that I featured on my channel. They're called Park Designs. They're a home decor wholesaler. And you'll see that this application, first off, it's the customer application. So you would just fill in all the information to apply for an account. And then on the bottom, you would see that they have you fill out what's called a uniform sales and use tax certificate and a multi-jurisdiction form. So they have all of their information already in here, and you would have to fill in your company information, as well as you would have to fill in all of your sales tax exemption IDs for the different states that you have them in. So let's say I have one in New Jersey, I would have to fill it in. Let's say I had one in California, I would also be required to fill it in there. And for any other state that I had a sales tax exemption ID, I would provide it in this multi-jurisdiction form. And again, it'll also give you instructions if your state does not have a sales tax exemption ID, or let's say I was in New York, they would have you fill out a different form. So most of your wholesalers are going to give you the required information or the documents that they need you to fill out. So as another example, this is another wholesaler that I work with, and for them, since they're located in Minnesota, they only require sellers to fill out the Minnesota ST3 certificate of retail. And again, this is also very similar. You would just need to fill it out. You need to write down your business. You need to write down the information for the business you're purchasing from, the type of products, the type of business. So it basically asks for all the information and explains it here. And then you would just need to put your sales tax exemption ID. And once you're done with that, you would then issue that to your supplier. So either your supplier is going to ask for a resale certificate, or they're going to ask for a multi-jurisdiction form with all of your sales tax exemptions. Now, like I said earlier, the companies are most likely going to give you all of the documents that they need. So you don't need to be worrying about going and getting the right documents, because they will always give you the documents that they require from you. So I hope that was able to clarify on the difference between a seller's permit and a resale certificate. A seller's permit is basically the document that you get from your state after you register for sales tax exemption, as well as also after you register for the ability to go ahead and to collect and remit sales tax in that state. A resale certificate is kind of an extension of your seller's permit, and what it allows you to do is it gives you the ability to go ahead and you can issue a resale certificate to any company that you want to make a sales tax exempt purchase from. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and that you were able to learn something. If you did enjoy it, be sure to go ahead and smash the like button. Also subscribe if you're new. I make videos every week about wholesale drop shipping and entrepreneurship and e-commerce. So if you like that, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.